Hello, welcome everybody. You're watching ST Sports, its ultimate sports destination, and this is the post-match analysis of the 36th match of the Indian Super League, the last match of 2017 of the Indian Super League fourth season. It was the Kerala Blasters who took on the Bengaluru FC at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Kochi, in a packed stadium, as 38,000 fans took their stands into the stadium. Talking about the game, the first half ended at 0-0 with chances being created by both teams. Certainly more chances, more possession kept by the Bengaluru FC in the first half. The second half produced 3 goals in the final 6 minutes of the game as the Bengaluru FC put up a 3-1 victory against the Kerala Blasters, as the West Block Blues leave a happy bunch of people as their New Year gift is a 3-1 victory. Sunil Chhetri scored in the 60th minute through a penalty given by a deliberate handball by Sandesh Singh, which was a very unnecessary one and very bad one, as he's the captain of the team, is not able to defend properly, not done a good job today, I would say. The Kerala Blasters will be certainly disappointed with his performances. Second goal came after the Kerala Blasters went all out attack, only one defender at the back, and Miku had nothing much easier than slotting the ball past Rahubka after pacing past Lalu Atara. And the final goal came through, I would say, the absolute miscommunication, absolute given up situation, absolute no intensity situation, as the Kerala Blasters players, even though there were a large number of players in the box, didn't absolutely care about the goal, about what happened in that point of time, as they had given up 2 goals, and it was the 93rd minute, and which is very disheartening for the fans. Sandesh Singh did no marking, just simply stood there like he was a spectator, which is very disappointing. The Kerala Blasters fans came out in huge numbers and had to leave disappointed as Miku scored his brace. And then the 95th minute saw a stunning goal, brilliant dribble. He dribbled through 4 people. Karish Peckerson slotted past Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, but a hapless goal. He would have been much happier if it turned out to be raw. And certainly the intensity of the game, the intensity, or the maybe I would say the Kerala Blasters are not providing what the fans deserve, and certainly costing them. And if they are to be in the title race, they have to perform much better, as Bengaluru FC will have a happy new year, as the Kerala Blasters will hope to blast in the next year, as the Bengaluru FC finished 3-1 and finished second in the table at the end of 2017. Talking about both the teams, the home team, the first team, the Kerala Blasters, sit in 8th in the table. Certainly disheartening, disappointing performance by them. Certainly a very sad moment for the fans that they have to end the 2017 on a low. The fans came out in numbers, large, huge numbers. Came out there, gave it all for their club, gave it all for their love. That's the Kerala Blasters. Brought in chants, brought in banners, huge banners, were ferocious throughout the game. They were pretty much quiet for the second half after the first goal, but certainly disheartening performance for the Kerala Blasters. A lot to talk about: lack of intensity, lack of fitness, and just given up in the final few minutes of the game. And some positives, but more of negatives. Start off with the attack. Big changes, mighty changes made by the Kerala Blasters. CK Vineet, in an unexpected turn of events, had to sit out. He was not on the substitute bench as he was injured, had to be out of the game. No one knew that, and it was certainly an unexpected moment. No one even said that. So Kerala Blasters fans had to start off sadly seeing CK Vineet not playing. And as you know, Anto was also injured as well. So the ex-Bengaluru FC boys were not in action, and it might have cost them a lot. The Kerala Blasters, the finishing touch. So CK Vineet was not there in the attack force. Instead, Ian Hume started. The senior guy, Ian Hume, the experienced guy, he got injured on his eyebrows. Pretty much bad injury. Blood started flowing out after a head collision with Rahul Beke. But Ian Hume, I thought he gave in all he got. A couple of good free kicks, tried to clear a couple of chances, but couldn't get the ball. Played the strike position. Mark Sifner's moved to the wing, which certainly didn't help the Kerala Blasters. He was absolutely clueless throughout the entire game. Like many of the Kerala Blasters players, I would say, Mark Sifner had to play in the wings. Rarely even got the ball. When he got the ball, lost it. Made a couple of good interceptions. Maybe got one chance which he flung drastically, but Other than that, it's basically a boring attack force. They couldn't do much. They just got one shot on target, and that too, which was the converted goal by Courage Peckerson. Jackie Chan Singh, he ran throughout the game. He tried to do whatever he could, but those balls from the midfield, those quality from the midfield was lacking, and the strike force could do nothing. They had to stand there as spectators, and no quality at all. And Berbatov maybe and CK Vinith, after their coming back, this team should do much better. Talking about the midfield, CM Hungle, Wes Brown, and Courage Peckerson. Courage Peckerson, the centre attacking mid, brilliant performance. Helped out a lot in the defense, I should say. Brilliant stuff from him. He was the standout performer of the game. He's been the standout, he's been the consistent, he's been the standout performer of Kerala Blasters this season. All have been inconsistent performers from the Kerala Blasters. Courage Peckerson, maybe a couple of bad games for him, but then maybe a couple of selfish moves from him as well. But he's been really good. Brilliant passes, brilliant runs into the box himself, and scored a brilliant goal. Dribble past 4 people and scored a brilliant goal. Consolation goal, just reducing the deficit. Other than that, the midfield looked clueless, to be honest. The quality of Wes Brown and CM Uncle was absolutely lacking. They were the centre defence men. They were playing out in the midfield and absolutely looked clueless. They were happy to show the entire game, and the commentators even said that as they have to be replaced. Wes Brown, certainly the CDM, he had been going through brilliant performances throughout the entire season, but he had absolutely given up on this game. Played a bit of midfield role, passed the ball around maybe a couple of times, helped maybe 1-2 times in the defense as well, and then he was absolutely clueless what to do. He neither helped in the defense nor in the attack, and certainly caused the Kerala Blasters a lot, because the quality of Wes Brown was lacking. And he just didn't seem fit. He just didn't seem like he was supposed to play this match, because poor stuff from him. We expect a lot from him, as he's one of the experienced players in the Kerala Blasters lineup, but certainly not something expected. Maybe a couple of good moves from him, but lackluster. CM Mangal, another clueless player. To be honest, I mean, CM Mangal neither helped in the defense or in the attack, was again clueless. Midfield was certainly disappointing. Maybe the quality of Berbatov would do any good. Maybe he would certainly be better. The midfield has produced some good performances in the past, but not good chance for the Kerala Blasters. And if they have to qualify for the playoffs, something other expected from the Kerala Blasters team, management, coaching staff, and the players. They've got to put out what the fans need in the field. Defensively, pretty solid throughout the game, but had just given up. Sandesh Jingan, disaster. He's the captain of the team, he's the defensive head of the team, and he's supposed to lead from the front. And no one knows why did he put his hand out. I mean, a certain unnecessary one. There were defenders at the back, and already, very, very disastrous, very discouraging stuff from Sandesh Jingan, and no one knows why did he do that. And then he had move forward to the strike position, which shows the lack of quality for the strikers. He had to move to the strike position after he had given that goal, and the defense was left tattered. There was only Ruathara defending, and the others had gone forward for attacking, which made no sense to me, because they were not good attackers. They need to have the quality in the midfield, which they don't have, and it's disheartening fact for the Kerala Blasters. But anyway, it should have done better. Maybe take out one of the defenders or midfielders, and put someone wing or an attacker who can score goals. He didn't do that. There were René Mullenstein, and fans are questioning it. Defense looked pretty good throughout, but certainly Rino Mancho certainly missing the quality again. A couple of mistakes here and there, and just not the kind of Kerala Blasters we expect it to be. Talking about the goalkeeper Paul Rahubka, and no, Subhashish Roy Chowdhury started instead of Paul Rahubka so that Ian Hume could start. And brilliant stuff from him, actually superlative stuff from him. He put out some spectacular saves. His positioning was really good, and Paul Rahubka came on in the second half as he got injured, and decent stuff from him as well. So the Kerala Blasters, he gave in more of the goals, Paul Rahubka, in the less time he played. But certainly Kerala Blasters disappointing performance. They will have to end this 2017 on a very low note, finishing 8th in 2017. They want to start off 2018 with the Blast Panyapada spectacular as usual. They will support their team. Kerala Blasters fans will support their team to the thin, and Kerala Blasters have a lot to work on, attacking wise, midfield wise. They have to bring out the quality. They have to show that positive intent. They have to show that attacking intent, attacking quality should be there, and they have to start scoring goals, playing better football. Otherwise, they will end up like the 2015 season, which is not a good side. Kerala Blasters a lot to work upon, and the fans hope that they do it in the upcoming games. So that's it from the Kerala Blasters. Talking about Bengaluru FC, they certainly dominate the game, and the stats show that the scoreline shows that certainly dominated the game. Scored the first goal through a penalty, clear penalty. Good decision by the referee. The referee was decent throughout the game, pretty much. Midfield, they buzzed around the midfield, created more of the chances, got more of the shots in, they got more of the shots on target, and just paid off. They took advantage of the mistakes by the Kerala Blasters, and they showed some quality. Defensively, they were pretty decent. Albeki was good. Kabra was really good. They move quite freely through the flanks. Chetri, hero of the match. Just another day in the office for him. Miko scored a couple of goals, showed his attacking prowess and showed his experience out there in the middle. Edu Gashi was really good. He clear play, got a couple of chances wasted, but the midfield absolutely bought the game. Delgado's Udanda Singh just paged around and just bossed around the midfield of the Kerala Blasters. They put in on quality show, and they show why one of the best teams. They show why one of the best teams in the survival. They are why one of the favourites. West Block Blues came out in decent numbers, 92 to be exact, and sometimes they were louder than the entire Kerala Blasters fan base. Certainly they leave the happier side. They hope they continue their good run. Nothing much to talk about, as they've shown a decent performance. They've shown their quality, and they're just continuing what they're doing up front. And they will hope the Bengaluru FC and the West Block Blues and the Bengaluru fans that they just continue this absolutely amazing feat and move away and win the title as well. So good luck to Bengaluru FC for that. To all fans out there, Happy New Year to all my supporters. Thank you for your support. Your support has been great. And just a Happy New Year. Have a blast. Keep on watching football. Enjoy football and the sports movie. It's coming up soon. So wait for that. It's a Happy New Year from us. And keep on watching football. Keep on watching sports. Enjoy. And thanks for supporting us. Keep on watching HD Sports Hits as well. Yeah, just thanks and Happy New Year to all of you. Overall, a stunning game, an exciting game, one of the most anticipated matches of the season. Gets you an over disappointing end to the match, to the year for the Kerala Blasters, fans, for the Manipura, as they lose 3-1 to the West Block Blues. The Bengaluru FC, they'll be the happier side. They'll certainly be happy to finish second at the end of the year. The Indian Super League just getting exciting, just getting fun, and the title spots move closer. The teams get tighter and tighter. The spots get tighter. Transfer window opens. A couple of teams willing to make some contracts heard. We'll be bringing to the news to you as well. And yeah, you're watching any Super League. You're watching SA Sports. It's all about sports destination. So this was the post-match analysis of the 36th match. More stuff coming up soon. Stay tuned for that. Samson for today. See you in the next one.